morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Tuesday the 17th of January 2023. Nothing to review for yesterday, so we can get straight into today's racing. Tuesday the 17th, then Kempton all-weather 315. It's a handicap class, class 5, 3 or not 70, 1 mile 3, 219 yards, so 1 mile 4, mile and a half. Model 92, talk about that in a minute. There's 5 in the race. Just grab this. The ones we can eliminate are, well, this number one, logistical. What do we know about that? Well, it's had 3 runs, Newmarket 7 furlongs, Haydock 8 and Lingfield 10. It looks, it's got a high action, that horse. It looks like a bit of a fader, and it doesn't have a particularly good profile coming into the race, so we're going to get rid of that one. So we get rid of logistical. Dancing Gypsy number 2 then. It's had 3 runs to get its mark on Grade 1 courses on the flat. Newmarket, Ascot, Newbury, all at 6 furlongs. It's got a bit of speed and it's faded. Wolverhampton 7 was his maiden model 92, which is a pretty good fit for this, and it stayed on the rail and it's pretty neutral. And then Chelmsford 8 furlongs, handicap model 96, so it's a bit quicker, and it was hanging, and it was looking as if it might think about running on, but it's not that clever, and so we're going to get rid of Dancing Gypsy as well. So that's those. The other one we don't like particularly is this Time Wave, number 5. Couple of runs at Yarmouth, 7 and 9 furlong, good to soft. The 9 furlong, the second run, would have been interesting, but it didn't really perform. It looks a bit of a 12 furlong horse, but it looks pretty one-paced, and it sort of lacks resolution, that horse, at the business end, and so we can take it on. So get rid of that. So it leaves us with number 3 and 4, Cross Stitch and Auto Cuss or whatever it is. This cross stitch was the late Queen's horse, and so this number 3. Where is it? Here we are. Number 3. 3 runs to get its handicap mark at 6 furlongs. Nottingham, Leicester, and Lingfield. It's got speed on all those occasions, and it's model 99, 97, 99. So it'll go speed, and Kempton is actually quite a speedy 12 furlong on all weather. So it's got that going for it. It then went out Chepstow 7 furlongs as a maiden, excuse me, which is also fast, 99. And its speed and faded staying on, so that was pretty reasonable, and then it changed trainer. So the Queen ditched it, and it went to another trainer, and they put it in Wolverhampton 9.5, which is basically 10 furlongs, handicap model 92, and it had a not a particularly good first race out there. So there's question marks on that horse, on Cross Stitch. But it's got potential, and 11 to 1 we've managed to get. So we've got £1 per £8 unit win, so £100 on it, 11 to 1 on average. So that's that one. And the one we really like is this Auto Lickus or whatever it is, number 4. And that's had 3 runs. Newbury 7 furlong, good, model 97. It was rear as an outpaced, which is fair enough. Goodwood, the key race here is the second race, which is Goodwood, good to soft, model 91. Now that's a good fit. Goodwood 9 furlongs, good to soft, is a very good fit for Kempton 12, and that horse had speed and stayed on pretty well. It was a decent race that as well. Then it went to Newmarket on the Rolling Mile for 10 furlongs, Model 95, and predictably faded there off the fast Model 95 surface-based profile. So it's come in at a pretty lenient mark of 65, that's an auto cliss or whatever it is. So we've had £1 per £8 unit on at £4, at 4.12 to 1. So that's £100 on for us. So we've got £2 on in total, 0.25 unit exposure, and that's where we are. So we're not going mad on this race. There's question marks about a few of them, but these are certainly the two of interest, CrossFit and Autocliss, and we've bet them £100 each to win, to see how it goes. So and that's at a quarter unit. So we'll review that tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get a result there. On the Forex, well, Forex, basically we've got CAD CPI today, and we're looking at, just grab that again, I don't know why I put it down. We've had good China data, and they're likely to go risk on this afternoon in the American session. So the likelihood is you're going to get a risk on, as we said, and you've got CAD data coming out. So we're looking for a bounce trade in the CAD. So there's 7 pairs in the CAD that we deal with, and the one that we think we're going to have a go at is dollar CAD. So dollar CAD, so it'd be a buy order on the dollar CAD just prior to the data release at 1:30. But obviously that's dependent on how the market moves in the morning session. You know, if they really pump up the dollar CAD, which they might, then our plans will change. We'll look to put a sell order in possibly, and get a bounce there. So, but we're not necessarily even going to do the dollar CAD. It's just that's the one that's looking favourite at the moment. So on the Forex front, you like to get risk on in the afternoon, and it's just a case of seeing who's overstretched either to the upside or the downside with the CAD. So the CAD central bank modelling is negative, so there's a bias towards a weak CAD generally, and the dollar seems to be coming back a bit. So that's our reasoning, but it depends how they play it this morning. So that's